held at the United Nations headquarters in New York. The conference discussed several topics to provide a platform for unifying key visions, highlighting the international consensus in support of the two-state solution across political, legal, economic, and humanitarian tracks, and identifying concrete next steps. The Sultan of Oman's delegation to the conference was headed by His Excellency Sheikh Abdulaziz bin Abdullah Al Hinai, Ambassador at Large at the Foreign Ministry. Over 60,000 Palestinians have been killed in the 21-month Israeli-Hamas war, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health in Gaza. The Palestinian Ministry of Health said that approximately 40 Palestinians were killed and dozens injured in Israeli airstrikes targeting homes today in the Nusayrat refugee camp. The occupation bombing of the tent housing displaced persons in the Mina area of Khan Yunis city also resulted in the deaths of 4 Palestinians. Meanwhile, more than 20 Palestinians were martyred and dozens were injured around 8 centers in Khan Yunis and Rafah. The World Food Programme confirmed that only half of the requested aid has entered the Gaza Strip since the start of the humanitarian truce declared by the Israeli occupation army. It explained that basic health and other services have collapsed, and one of the 3 people in the Strip suffers from the food deprivation for days on end.
I think what we're here today to present is this IPC alert on the state of the situation inside Gaza. And we know that, as I've said before, it's not a warning. It is an active and significant humanitarian catastrophe. We need all actors to come together to support this humanitarian action, including actors on the ground, to be able to allow us to have humanitarian access to reach people where they are. I won't comment on the views of Hamas. Of course, I wouldn't know those. But our interest is actually reaching the people, the civilians, the vulnerable families in need, the women and children that are clearly suffering right now.
Russian strikes on the Ukrainian penal colony in the frontline region of Zaporizhia overnight killed 16 people and injured at least 35. Regional governor said today, Zaporizhia governor said that the correctional facilities building were destroyed and nearby private homes were also damaged. For its part, Moscow said that multiple Ukrainian drone attacks killed 1 person and sparked a fire at a railway station in the Rostov region of the southern Russia. The Russian Ministry of Defense said its air defenses shot down more than 70 drones over the several Russian regions. Almost a year's worth of rain caused flooding and landslides that washed away cars, forced evacuations, and knocked out power around the Chinese capital, killing at least 38 people by today as rescue and relief work continued. The flood risk for parts of Beijing, Hebei province, and neighboring Tianjin city remained high until this evening. The storm knocked out power in more than 130 villages in Beijing, destroyed communication lines, and damaged more than 30 sections of the road. More than 16 centimeters of rain fell on average in Beijing by midnight, with 2 towns in Miyun recording 54 centimeters of the precipitation. Heavy flooding washed away cars and downed power poles in Miyun. More than 80,000 people have been relocated in Beijing, including 17,000 in Miyun. To become a news bulletin, 2 Omani projects shine on the world stage, ranked among the top 13 at the London International Youth Science Forum. Welcome back to the news. The Sultan of Oman's trade balance recorded a surplus of more than 2.4 billion Omani riyals by the end of last May, while non-oil commodity exports witnessed a notable growth of 7%, surpassing 2.7 billion Omani riyals. More details shared in this report.
The Sultanate of Oman's trade balance recorded a surplus of approximately 2.454 billion Omani riyals by the end of last May, decreasing by 38% on a yearly basis. The National Centre for Statistics and Information indicated a decline in the total value of commodity exports by over 9%, registering 9.639 billion Omani riyals. This decline is primarily attributed to the 15% decrease in Oman's exports of oil and gas, totaling 6.315 billion Omani riyals. Meanwhile, non-oil commodity exports witnessed a notable growth of 7%, surpassing 2.7 billion Omani riyals, while re-exports in Oman registered a decrease of more than 10%, amounting to 623 million Omani riyals. The data also showed an increase in the total value of commodity imports by nearly 8%, reaching 7.185 billion Omani riyals. Data also showed that the United Arab Emirates topped the trade exchanges in non-oil exports by the end of last May, achieving a growth of 23%. It also led the list of countries to which Oman re-exported and remained on the list of countries exporting to the Sultanate of Oman.
Global tech company Yango Group has announced the launch of Yasmina, bilingual smart assistant like Siri, now available in the Sultanate of Oman. The move is supported by the Ithka Group, the technology investment arm of the Oman Investment Authority, which backs ventures aligning advanced technologies with local needs. Yasmina speaks and understands both Arabic and English fluently, integrated into smart speakers, and delivers a naturally intelligent and interactive user experience fully aligned with Oman Vision 2040 goals. Two Omani research projects have made it to the top of the 13 globally and will be showcased at the 66th London International Youth Science Forum 2025. The first focuses on the treating landfill leachate using compounds from date pits and advanced oxidation, while the second explores AI-powered green hydrogen production from mesquite trees and industrial waste. The Sultan of Oman will present 5 projects in total, selected from over 340 entries, highlighting the country's rising contributions to global innovation in environment, energy, and technology. The second phase of club's cultural creativity competition concluded for the 2024-2025 season in Muscat Governorate. The competition aimed to show, refine, and develop youth talents, and it witnessed intense competition among respectives of Muscat Governorate Club. The competition seeks to encourage youth to participate in technological, cultural, and artistic programs and activities within the club, which will positively impact the development of their community. The contestants competed in 10 different fields, which are debates, music, singing, sport, commentary, poetry, innovation, entrepreneurship, video games, photography, and fine arts. You're watching the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan greets His Majesty the King of Morocco on the occasion of the Throne Day anniversary. The Sultan of Oman takes part in the UN High-Level Conference on peaceful resolution of the Palestinian cause and the